how's it going? This is 3/12/26 market review. I lost, I believe, fucking hella, bruh. $582.50. Cause like, what the fuck? Um, but I don't think the trades were too terrible. I took two trades. Silver and I believe ES. Yeah. And I was still looking at, but like, bro, what the fuck? Alright, whatever. I mean, I feel like price action wasn't too bad today, but did I overcomplicate things? I honestly have no clue where I went wrong. Right? Like, I'm genuinely lost for words of where I went wrong. Let's start with yes, because I took these trades. I actually had to enter both trades at the same time, so I lost two trades around the same time, which is like honestly pretty depressing to think about. Um, and I don't think that I feel like that's my number one mistake. I took two trades at the same time because I saw like confluences on both trades. So all right, let's start with here. Right. We had a break of this 4 hour gap, which, what time is this? Right around, yeah, right here. So we broke the gap, and then on ES, we had I believe, a 1 hour. This was oh no, 4 hour. So we had a 4 hour fair value gap right here, which we tapped and well, I was kind of hoping to get fucking respected because it's a high time frame fair value gap, right? Not fucking whatever the fuck price action we had. I don't even remember, bruh. But basically, I was looking for a respect of the fair value gap, and honestly, this fair value gap was in a pretty good zone too. It's in the point 0.5 to 0.62 area. So, dude, honestly, I don't see why this wouldn't have been respected like at all. Then I drew this Fibonacci level, which basically was my target. I believe I was targeting the. Oh no, I was targeting these highs, which is at the. Oh shit. Which was at the 0.79. So honestly, I like to be fair, I was kind of seeing this like, yo, I'm gonna top wick this shit, right? But this was my break even trade. So I think on the 2 minute we had a highest time frame fair value gap after this weak inversion. The reason I didn't take this is because we're going into a higher time frame fair value gap, so I didn't even consider this shit. One trade I probably could have looked at is nope, never mind. There's no inversions. Like if there was an IVG here, I could have probably taken that target and this higher time frame fair value gap. That would have been pretty like decent trade if there was an inversion, but there wasn't. So I waited for a rejection off of this higher time frame fair value gap into targeting this 15 minute right up here, which is also at the 0.79 area. So we would be filling imbalances and targeting a high resistance area. So I thought this was going to be an ideal trade for me. Plus, if we look, I think on the 1 hour, I don't know. It's like at some point I saw we had an AMD model. Dude, I don't even know, bro. I'm like fucking out of it. Did I call this an AMD? Because we had a good amount of accumulation, then we manipulated down into a higher time frame fair value gap, and then yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I call the AMD model. Maybe this 15-minute with a. I think that is what I called the AMD model because we had this not really like solid accumulation, and then I was hoping for a manipulation into this um, higher time frame fair value gap as well as a rejection, at least targeting this fair value gap or targeting these highs. So I was kind of like, I guess you can kind of say I was a little bit blinded by the trade. So my break even spot was right here. So right after this candle closed, I moved my shit to break even, which was, what was that? Dude, holy fuck, I entered this shit late. Damn, I entered this bitch late as. No, why did I enter it so late? I think because when this candle started pumping, I'm like, oh shit. So okay, yeah. This is the trade that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get fucking hated for this. And I honestly kind of hate myself for entering it, but I was so confident in this trade playing out that I just said like, fuck it. But basically, I entered like a few, I think like 30, 40 ticks away from my break even, which is already not good. Oh, it's macro, yes. Okay, never mind. I thought it was fucking silver for a sec. I'm like, dude, what? But yeah, okay. So I was kind of mad about this entry because I entered so late, and then I hit my break even. So I went into my break even, which is honestly like it's more of a fuck. I don't even know, dude. I'm not really happy about this. Um, because yeah, and there was a 3 minute gap that got respected, and then it got ran, which is good. So, and then what was going on? Yeah, so shit, dude. Fuck. We also created, I think, yeah, so we also created equal lows here at some point, I believe on the 2 minute. So we created the equal lows, and then I'm like, dude, yeah, this shit's gonna go south hella fast. So I moved my shit to break even, and then I got stopped out, which is honestly like, I think that's definitely not too bad. But this entry does not, I do not like this entry at all. Yeah, it's not good. But anyways, that's the fuck. I'm like dragging the shit on because I'm like, you know, don't go off a script. I'm transparent as fuck about this, just for YouTube and shit. But this is gonna be a little bit more straightforward. This was my silver trade. Let's see. So, alright, let me just state this. So I entered the. This is my entry, 8:04 a.m. Um, right here, and then this is my settings. Right, so that house can copy this shit over. Let me actually do the same thing for ES. So this is my entry, 8:01 a.m. 8:01 a.m. What the fuck? Wait, I just realized that. This shit's not 801. 1001. Why does it say 801? I don't know, this shit's high as fuck. So add 2 hours to whatever I just said. Yeah, 204 1004 on this one. And this was the entry, and then on this one I entered right after this rejection. I think silver was about the same, so we had a large 4 hour, or is this a daily? I don't fucking remember. I think this was a 4 hour. Yeah, it's a large 4 hour that we're rejecting off of. And then if you head down in time frame, we had a 1 hour. So after on the 4 hour we wigged below it and we had no breaks. We returned, hit the 1 hour, right? And what I was expecting is a rejection of the 1 hour. Okay, to be fair, I should have waited for either the premium to get tapped, but it was a rejection of the 1 hour. So inside of the premium of a 4 hour. So I waited for, well, oh yeah, and it's also in equilibrium. So it tapped equilibrium. That's why I had the 1 hour marked out, because it's located in the equilibrium inside of a 4 hour premium zone. So the out of okay, I think this trade I definitely wanted to play out a little bit more than the ES one. Considering, well, number one, tick value, I definitely wanted that tick value to play out, because apparently I can't go any fucking smaller than 5 USD per tick, which is just absurd. And then we also had this. Yeah, this is the AMD model I was talking about. I'm like high off my shit right now. Okay, so we had the accumulation right here, and I saw this as a manipulation into two higher time frame fair value gaps, as well as balancing out the equilibrium from the previous major move, right? So this is honestly, I'd say this is pretty textbook. Head down time frame. What do we have? We have a 5 minute right here, which is a very small fair value gap, which I believe I waited to get in first, and I entered right there. Did I look at any different fair value gaps? No, I don't think there was any. I mean, you can see this 3 minute, but I definitely didn't enter off the 3 minute. Small 4 minute. Yeah, I entered off a 5 minute. So, okay, I entered right here, and instantly it's like, boom, This, I think we were like right about here in this area for most of the part, and then like in the last 2 seconds, we just, went up, and then, we never even hit my break even spot. So I'm not really happy about how that played out. This is probably my biggest loss yet, and then I got stopped out right here. Target was the high of the previous move, which was my drawn liquidity. Honestly, I don't think this trade was too bad. What could be so bad about it? Was I trading in into a higher time frame fair value gap? I was trading into a 15 minute. Fuck. So maybe that's where I went wrong. But again, we never even reached this fair value gap. There's this small one right here, I guess if you wanna consider anything, which never got tapped. We got, oh, fuck, dude. Like, what did I do that's so wrong? We got a 5 minute right here. But like, we didn't tap any of them. If we would have closed inside of this 5 minute, I would have already been break even. But we didn't even reach that high. We inversed a 5 minute, and then we just straight tanked after that shit, bro. Like, what? I kind of knew it was gonna go downhill after I saw this candle inverse this fair value gap. But Like, damn, dude. But alright, well, whatever. Total right here for the day. So not great. Not great at all. Whatever. Gonna come back. Hopefully, gonna come back stronger tomorrow. I don't think we have any major news dropping, so might might take a trade or two, but that depends on the day again. So that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Peace.